Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I cannot begin to explain to you how excited I am to shoot today's video. It has been a long time coming and there is something very special that I've been working on behind the scenes, and I've been jumping out of my boots with excitement to sit down and shoot and share it with you all. So very early in the year, I got to work with a company called Mellow Cosmetics, and they sent me a bunch of their products. I did a very small campaign with them. You may even have seen it on my Instagram, but I have been using these products non-stop ever since because I just absolutely fell in love with them. They have such brilliant products, and especially the liquid lip paints are unbelievable. Now, I shared this feedback with the company and was like very clearly a fan, because even after the campaign was over, I was just constantly wearing all of their liquid lip paints and they could see that I was using them and just absolutely loving them. So we had a couple of meetings, we met over coffee, and we totally hit it off and decided to create something together. They asked if I'd be interested in creating my own 3 colors, and honestly that has always been a dream of mine, so I already had them like down. I knew exactly what 3 colors I wanted to create because I have 3 go-to colors that I just simply cannot live without, and I've never been able to find a company that makes them. So I've always in the past had to like mix different lipsticks, and you know, we all do that. We mix a bunch of different colors to create the color that we like and that we want to wear, and this gave me the opportunity to like play around and make my perfect 3 colors. So without further ado, I introduce to you the first ever Pia x Mellow collection. This is my capsule collection for Mellow. They are 3 different liquid lip paints and they have my face on them. Honestly, I find that so funny and exciting. I'm gonna take these out of here so that you can get a better look, because I can see that this plastic is like a little bit reflective and you're not quite getting the right effect. So here we go. That was my lipstick pose for the campaign shoot. You can see I've signed it there, and you get a little thank you note from me that just kind of explains the collection and what's in it and what inspired me to create it. But I'll tell you all about it. Here we have the 3 different lipsticks. So you can see that we have taken photos and wrapped my face around the packaging so that here you get sort of a front and a cheeky little eye. Here you get mainly hair, and on the other side a little bit of cheek and hair too. Here on the back we've got just white with gold. It tells you all the ingredients there. The packaging on the top is white and gold, and my signature on the front there is gold as well. So the cool thing with the packaging is if you get all 3 of them, you get it like this. So that's where you get the full effect of the photo with my signature in the middle there, and then each one has its own sort of photo to complete it as well. So I absolutely love this packaging. It's completely surreal to me to have my face on products like this. I'm just so excited about this. I don't know if you can tell, but my energy is like a little bit more excited than normal. I'm also super nervous about it. It's kind of the first time that I've created anything to this level and something that I was this involved in creating. So I hope you guys love it as much as I do. But I'll show you the colors now. The reason I immediately knew which 3 colors I wanted to include in the collection is because I travel so much, and that means I kind of have to limit the amount of makeup I have on me. And I know that there are 3 colors that I always, without a doubt, have to have in my kit with me. The reason for that is I think these 3 colors are so versatile, and it means that you have something for every possible occasion that's thrown at you. So let me talk you through them. My first color in the collection is called Mykonos. Now the reason I called it Mykonos is because earlier in the year, Kane and I were on a holiday in Mykonos, and we went to this bar. I literally think it's called the Sunset Bar, and we went there purely to watch the sunset. Like that's what everybody does. There were like hundreds of people there, and watching the sunset is like their main event. Like everybody will be standing there looking out. The venue actually puts on insanely intense music, like full on like Troy music while the sun is setting, and it's just the most vibrant, bright orange and yellow and red while the sun's setting. I've honestly never seen a sunset like it, and so this color just had to be called Mykonos. Let me pop it on for you. So this is Mykonos. It is quite the statement color, isn't it? But if you've been following me on Instagram for a while, you know that I'm a sucker for a really vibrant red like this. Except in the past, in order to achieve a look like this, I've always had to mix like, you know, a normal lipstick red with an orange or a yellow or something to lift it and give it this level of vibrancy, because this is like really pops. To me, this is just the perfect summer shade. Like, I just get such vibes from this. I just want to be like tanned and bronzed and have this on. It makes my teeth look whiter, my smile look brighter. I just think like life is better with this color lips. The thing that I love about this shade is that not only does it look amazing at nighttime, it's very wearable during the day as well. And I honestly love teaming like jeans and a t-shirt with a bright red lip. I just think it can take an outfit from being super casual and plain to something that just really pops. Like, I love that juxtaposition between casual and then like, oh wait, that's like, it's looking pretty good. She's put some effort in there. I also think this color just looks a lot more youthful than, you know, your classic lipstick red. Like, even at nighttime, if you're just wearing a simple black dress, popping this on, it just takes it to a whole nother level and you look just vibrant and glowing from within. Now, the first thing I want to mention about these liquid lip paints, and the reason I fell in love with them so much, is their formula. So this is a matte and it looks matte when you wear it, but it actually feels creamy. So it doesn't go like crusty and hard like a lot of matte liquid lip paints. I feel like they end up being like really uncomfortable. Like, you almost can't smile because you're afraid you're gonna crack your lipstick. Whereas this, like, I can still smack my lips together, it still moves around, it feels really comfortable and hydrating to wear, and it's just a super creamy formula that doesn't go dry. For me, that's really important because I never want to wear anything that feels restrictive or heavy or like, you know, that you can kind of feel like you're wearing and it stops you from behaving like you normally would. I definitely have worn my fair share of matte liquid lipsticks and like really it has been cracking and I wouldn't pull a full smile. And also what I noticed with those is that they get like a line there where your lips are wet and that's it. Like, there's no lipstick there. They get dry around the outside and then wherever your lips are wet, there's just like this line where it kind of disappears. Whereas with this, because it's so creamy and smooth, you can just kind of like still move it around. If you need to fix it at all, you can use your finger and like, it just works like a normal lipstick, except it's so pigmented and looks matte. Despite it being creamy, it does not go anywhere. Like, this is long wear. It will last me for the entire night. The only thing you have to be aware of when you're wearing a liquid lip paint is not to eat like super oily food, because that is where it will get removed. But if you're just out, you're drinking, you're chatting, you will have perfect lipstick for the entire day. The other thing I love about this formula is just how pigmented it is. Like, this is not several layers all stacked on top of each other to achieve this. This is what the lipstick looks like. And I guess that's what we all love about liquid lip paints. But given it's creamy, it keeps all of its pigment. Like, that is one line right there. It is just perfect every single time. You don't have to stack it on, and it's very light and wearable as a result. The formula also doesn't have any scent to it. It's completely vegan, cruelty-free and paraben-free, so I just couldn't find a lipstick that I like more. And I'm so excited that I finally made this shade because it's gonna save me so much like at-home mixing to try and finally wear this. This is never ever leaving my bag. The next shade is inspired by my trip to the California desert, specifically Palm Springs. So this one is called Palm Springs. Now, the reason I've called it Palm Springs is because when I was there, the landscape is really what captured me. Like, there's these awesome cacti everywhere, it's desert as far as you can see, there's mountains in the background, and it just has this like warm, dusty kind of feel to it. Everything reminded me of like muted tones, really natural shades, and I guess sand. So I have come up with the perfect nude lipstick. Now, I find it really, really hard to find a great nude color. I always think it looks a little bit too pink on me or too brown on me, and I actually really quite like a light nude. Like, I love when my lips are just like almost gone. Because that is the striking thing about a nude, right? We're trying to mute this away and kind of draw attention to other parts of our face. And that has a really cool fashion kind of look to it. So I'll show you how Palm Springs wears. So this for me is the ideal shade of nude. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to me when I say that I have been relentlessly on the hunt for the perfect shade of nude. I have an entire drawer full of nude lipsticks and still none of them are perfect. I always end up putting like a little dab of my foundation or concealer or something just so it kind of fits in with the colors I've got going on my face. But this opportunity gave me the chance to actually play with the color and design something that I think is the optimal shade of nude. It's not too pink, which doesn't really suit my skin tone, and it's also not too dark and brown. I find a lot of nudes aren't actually nude, they're just kind of like a brown. And then it's also not so light that it makes me look dead. So for me, this is just the most wearable, easy, everyday nude that I absolutely have to have in my kit. Of course, this is the perfect lipstick for daytime. You can, you know, run to the shops, run to go get coffee, do anything in this color, but it also works so nicely at night if you want to offset a dramatic eye. So the best tip that I ever learned with lipsticks is if you're going to go for a really bold lip, tone the eyes down, and if you're going to go with colorful or bold eyes, tone the lips down. So you always have one focal point on your face. This is the perfect thing if you're doing like an extreme liner or you want to go like lashes and do a whole lot on your eyes to just finish off the look with this beautiful wearable nude. This color just has that kind of golden goddess effect because it's a little bit of a gloss. It just shines, it looks like there's a little bit of highlight going on, it just looks dewy and fresh and really quite glowy. The next color is called Capri and it is pure decadence. Now, I mean, this color is glamour. It is so sophisticated, it's very loud, but there's just something so sultry and sexy about this. I'm gonna show you it. So last but certainly not least, this is Capri. Now, I love wearing colors like this. This is like a very deep, dark, kind of rich burgundy wine shade. It's super sultry, super sexy, but also there's something a little bit badass about it. It takes a little bit of confidence to put this on your face and walk out the door, but when you do, I just feel like you feel like such a boss. You really just walk out and it's making a statement. But it's still a classy color, so you don't look ridiculous or anything like that. You look classy and sophisticated, but you've got a little bit of an edge to you. This color reminds me so much of Capri because of the rich, deep shade. Sort of reminds me of like, you know, old Hollywood and the royalty and all these crazy celebrities that go and visit Capri, the history that's there. And then also there's these incredibly like vibrant purple flowers in the springtime in Capri. And so I just felt like this color embodies what Capri is. Just pure luxury. When you wear this sort of lipstick, you just have attitude. Like automatically, you just have attitude. It's one of those ones that I don't smile with a lot. Like I want to walk around and just constantly be like, sup? And obviously this is more of a nighttime shade for me, but this can take a simple makeup look during the day to popping this on and just feeling so luxurious and glamorous. It's an incredibly striking color, and this particular formula for me was it. There are so many that I find that are really purple, and I don't want to go out in a purple. I want to go out in a deep, deep red, like something that just looks like wine or blood or crimson. It's very hard to describe, but for me it is the perfect deep red without there being too much of a purple tinge. Launching this capsule collection is honestly such a dream for me. I have been so excited to shoot this video and share it with you. I hope you love the colors I chose. I definitely, when I wear these kind of colors, get a lot of comments, so I'm thinking you guys are on the same page here, but let me know in the comments below which color is your favorite. Do you like Mykonos? Do you like Palm Springs? Or do you like Capri? I will leave some links in the description below for you if you are interested in getting your hands on one of these. And I can't wait to start seeing some photos of you guys rocking these shades. I know you're gonna look amazing. So that is it from me for today. I want to go somewhere really, really glamorous, but I think Kane wants to go on a bike ride right now, which I'm way too overdressed for. Thanks so much for watching, my loves. Make sure you leave a like on this video. That would mean the world to me. And if you're not already subscribed, consider subscribing. I make videos like this all the time, and we also vlog all the time and do a whole bunch of goofy stuff. So if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, and I will love and leave you and see you in the next video. Bye!